Apostle of Sounds.
Hello, people of God. If you are listening to this right now, just know that your life is in for a change. Your life is in for a miracle. This message has been going through my spirit, and I've been thinking of how to bring it to you and make it a kind of lesson that people will learn from, because so many people are suffering what they don't really know the cause, or what don't really know the source. And some of the things that these people experience looks like natural occurrence. These people, they nurture it, they nurture the occurrence to the extent that they accept it, that okay, since it is like this now, they just accept it. Then it becomes natural. It becomes as if it is natural. Meanwhile, it is not natural. Welcome to this video. I'm going to be teaching you or telling you how demon possesses people. Demons cannot come into you. Demons does not have access into your life unless you give them permission. Yes, they don't have access into your life. They can only play around you so that they can see a loophole to actually enter into you. But if you don't give them the permission to enter into your life, they cannot have access. There are so many ways that demons manifest in the life of people. When a demon enters into your life, he does not have charge over everything. Okay, there are ways that they come in. They start operating gradually from one point. Once they see that you cannot tackle them in that point, they move to another level. They graduate to another level. That is why it looks as if a demon is in charge of the entire life of a person. And meanwhile, when the demon came in, you did not knock them out. When they had the first access, you could not diagnose, you could not notice, so that you can knock them out on time. You accepted their presence, thinking it is something that is natural. Then you begin to nurture them. They'll begin to expand and begin to take more space in your life. This is one of the ways by which demon invades the life of people. Number one is poverty. Yes, poverty. There are certain things that is happening around you. You may seem or think as if it is normal. Meanwhile, you try doing something, it fails. You try doing it again, it fails. You try doing it again, it fails. Now you change, you did something else, it also failed. Now you ask somebody for assistance so that you can be able to scale through. The assistance, you could not even still get it. You did all you can do to make sure that things are working out for you, yet these things did not work out. That is the point by which you should take a hold of your situation. Pray and knock that demon out, because when you start nurturing and see it as if you are not born with luck, or see it as if God is not working for you, or start seeing it as if you were made to be average in life, or you were made to struggle all through life, then you start accepting the fact that okay, maybe I'm not born to be rich, maybe I'm not born to do well in life. Let me just accept the situation. Life goes on. You're just managing the situation. Once you start managing the situation and not looking for a spiritual way out, and also a physical way out of that situation, you start managing it instead of looking for ways prayerfully, and also looking for ways physically by which you can get out of that situation. Now the devil will come in and sit down. He will start spreading his tentacles on every sphere of your life. He will start making sure that nothing in your life is working, because you have given him the chance to sit down. Now if you pray, when you prayerfully knock the devil out and start looking for ways constantly, even if you keep failing, you keep trying again constantly, heaven will come through for you. God will come through for you. And when things start working out, you discover that you've come out of poverty. You've come out of lack and want. You come out from that consistent failure Why? Because you did not give up. You did not give up in trying and trying and trying while you were praying. So today, if you are going through something that is making you to look down on yourself, that is making you to feel frustrated and rejected, that is making you to look as if nothing is going to work in your life, my brother and my sister, take note of this today. Kick that devil out in prayer, while you also consistently looking for ways by which you come out of that situation. With prayer and work, according to Apostle Paul, he says, show me your prayer and also show me your work. Faith without work is dead. So while you pray, also look for ways by which you are going to come out of that situation. And I believe this is going to work for you. You are going to come out from that situation of struggle, that situation that is keeping you bound, that situation that is making you look as if you can never make it in life. When you use this principle, God is going to come through for you. Number 2 is sickness. I'm not really going to dwell so much on this. Number 2 is sickness. Now, how the enemy or the devil has actually deceived so many people is the family line, the family traits. This is how it has been in our family. You know, the doctors will want to diagnose you. If they want to diagnose, they'll ask you if you have this family history. Yes, they're actually doing their job, but actually you can come out of it if you decide that you will not be in that negative trait. You will not be in that negative repetition. You can also come out of it. But if you accept it, that this is how our family is, we have this sickness in our family, anytime we come to this particular age, this kind of sickness will manifest. It will always manifest because there's a demon that is sitting down to make sure there's a repetition in a form of negativity that is repeating a form of disease in your family line. So you are going to come out of it by prayer, by faith, by prayer and by faith, and also practicing good and healthy lifestyle. You cannot say because you want to come out of it, you start eating anyhow, you start living anyhow. It will not work for you. When you are fighting spiritual battles like this, you have to make sure that physically you are not against the laws of biology, the laws of chemistry that will make your head to malfunction when the time comes. So while you are praying against that repetition of that bloodline in your own life, also check the things that will make it to repeat itself in your life and stop doing it while you also pray. Then you will discover that when the time comes, you will be exempted. You will certainly be exempted. That family repetition, that family line will not repeat itself in your life because you took yourself out of it and also took a step of faith by working things out before the time comes. The number 3 is Christian faith and belief. Some persons will tell you that demons don't have anything to do with a Christian. Once you are born again, you are born again. Once you are set free, you are free indeed. Yes, I don't argue that. You are born again and you are free indeed. But that also makes you a target of the enemy. That also makes you to be a major target of the enemy. Jesus Christ was tempted even while he is God on earth. That does not make you be an exemption of the temptation of the devil. Once you are free indeed, but that does not make you to be exempted from the temptation of the devil. They will always come and tempt you. And when you feel and see some certain signs that you know is not of God in your life, just know that there is something around you that you are supposed to deal with. Deal with it before it deals with you. Deal with that thing. Deal with that evil occurrence. Deal with that evil repetition that is happening in your life before it gets you down. Who the Son of Man set free is free indeed. Yes, but that does not make you to be ignorant of the devices of the devil. The devil uses different means, different methods to make sure he gets believers down, to make sure he gets Christians down. You are not exempted from his temptation. He will throw stones at you repeatedly to see how you respond. And if you did not respond fire for fire, then he can come into your life and sit down and begin to manipulate things, and you think life is just normal and life is just like that. It is the will of God. It is the will of God. My brother and my sister, that is not the will of God. Stand up, take your stand, and kick that devil out of your life. Don't let some kind of religious belief to make you think that the devil does not come around to tempt you, that the devil does not come around to throw stones at you. He will always do. But by faith in Christ Jesus, victory is completely ours, always. Victory is our own, always. We are not ignorant of the devices of the devil. But so many persons in Christianity think that word is just a sentence. They come in various ways to attack us. That is why we must get ourselves abreast with the scriptures, and even with books that talks about demonology, the things that demons do. If you don't know these things, how will you know how they come? How will you know their tactics? How will you know the device? How will you know their tricks? How will you know the equipment they are using and the equipment that you use to fight them back? So you don't need to be ignorant of the devil's devices, so that you can stand when their evil days come and you will attack, and victory will always be yours in Jesus' name. In summary of everything that I want to say here today is be aware, be spiritually and physically aware. Be conscious of everything that is happening around you. Know when the devil is around. Know when the enemy is at work. Know when to fight. Don't take anything for granted. Once there is an occurrence that does not align with the scriptures in your life, take note of it and fight. Because once you begin to nurture it, once you begin to give it time, give it space, try to embrace it, try to manage it, it will come. Sit down and stay. That is where the devil will start getting glory in your life. That is when the devil will start manipulating various. He will move away from your finance. He will expand to your academics. He will expand to your relationships. He will expand to your business. He will expand to everything that concerns you to make sure that he ruins your life. So every point of your life that you feel there is a loophole at a time, take a pause and handle it. Make sure it is well handled. Kick the devil out and block that loophole. Because when you begin to manage every form of situation, the devil will see it as a chance to sit down in your life and begin to expand and bear fruits. I believe this message will help somebody to gain deliverance. You will gain deliverance and stand your ground against every evil manipulation of the devil. And I pray victory will always be yours from today. Guide your heart, guide your thought, pray, and God will give you victory always. Remain blessed.
Apostle of Sounds.